So my recent trip to ISTE, where I realized I'm getting so much information, it feels like I'm gathering by a fire hose. It made me realize that there are often times where there's just a need for your brain to have a break. And how often am I, as an educator, guilty of not giving my own students breaks when they're taking in so much new information in particular? So I looked at this article from Edutopia here that I think is a really good way to give a brain break. And I like what it says here in this. When we take a brain break, it refreshes our thinking and helps us discover another solution to a problem or see a situation through a different lens. Consider these with your class. So I started looking at what they are suggesting. All of these are just very good ways to get your kids moving in the classroom or just thinking about something to give their brain a break. The junk bag, a teacher has a bag full of stuff, they pull an item out and they ask the student to reimagine or reinvent a use for what they have. And then the student can either write or draw the responses, and then they share with each other by walking around the room. Squiggle story, you draw one line up on your board or on a big sheet of paper or on your Promethean board, and then you have the students come up and with their opposite hand of that they usually use, they continue it and turn it into a picture or design of their choice. All these are very good. I'm just going to skip around. Another one that I really liked was invisible pictures. Have your kids pair up and then they draws a picture up in the air, the other one has to discern what that is, and they take turns. Story starters, you start a story and then you give students a minute to finish with a silly ending. All these are really awesome ways to just kind of give a brain a break so that they can restart for new things. And I know a lot of times we're guilty as teachers of not realizing how much time our students have really been spending in the seat. So maybe using this onlinestopwatch.com where we could kind of time as we start working on projects to, oh wow, it's time for us to have a brain break. Or maybe it's during a brain break we turn on this timer for the kids to see visually, okay, I have this much time before we're going to start working on our next thing. Kind of helps them settle down and see visually it's time to settle down. One of my favorite new resources is Go Noodle, which is a Tennessee-based company. And what they have is just fun videos and games and crazy songs and chances to dance and wiggle to get out all these energy that they might have before they start. Imagine how your students would feel if they got to do Zumba in the class and got to see you do Zumba in the class. So I think those are all really awesome opportunities. And this is a great free resource. You can set it up for your kids where they actually can go and do something on the website as well. And with anything that we do that's fun, there's always that fear that the kids are going to get out of hand. So I like this website here called bouncyballs.org. And what you can do is you can just set it up and the balls bounce depending on how loud it gets in the classroom or wherever you are. So it kind of gives the kids a visual of, oh, we better hold it down a little bit or Miss Davis is going to make us stop doing this. So there's another option to help you kind of reasonably have brain breaks in your classroom.